This is for Isabella Cummings, the Baltimore City Inspector General. If you go directly to Sheriff Cogan, get all the paperwork I gave Sheriff Cogan. If you go to Sheriff Cogan, go to Governor Westmore, get all the paperwork. These is green cards. And everything I've been doing since 2006 is documented. A documentary about race and racism. Racism don't work without black cooperation. I'm part of the children of the struggle. When Martin Luther King crossed the bridge and George Lewis was talking about good trouble, I was that good kind of trouble. And I still am that good kind of trouble. Making a movie, weaving the social fabric, Aspen Institute. I went from Baltimore's worst to Baltimore's best. This is for my movie release, so you can't sue us, all right? And upcoming events. See the date? That's 2009. Y'all locked me up for making a documentary about being black in America. That's Governor Westmore and Mayor Brandon Scott. And these are mail receipts. That's Chief Justice Mary Barbera, all right? These are the supporters of Shorties. That's Kirk Smoke. That's Tim Williams. That's Martin Luther King. Y'all locked me up for applying for his job. That's Governor Westmore on parole and probation. Release all material to the voters. Ex-felons got a right to vote. We talking about voter suppression by the Democratic and the Republican Party. Footsteps for Justice. Operation GREYLORD. Like I said, I came here straight out the Illinois Department of Corrections. I participated in Operation GREYLORD. I paid my lawyer off to make a case go away. Yeah, Chicago FBI. That's the FBI and the tapes I got. That's Lady Breon. Like I said, phony bomb threat? No. That was exposing the corruption here in Baltimore City and Baltimore County. Black leadership. It's a can of whoop ass. That's GOP Carter. That's Lieutenant Governor Anthony Brown. And this is the 2014 elections. Fast forward, that's Delegate Stephanie Smith. All right. Delegate Stephanie Smith is a lawyer and she's my representative and she's been silent on this issue. That's United States District Court of Maryland. All right, Dwayne G. Davis, Governor O'Malley, Chief Johnson, Greg Bernstein, Scott Schellenberger. All right. So writ of mandamus. Like I said, Operation GREYLORD. We talking about Baltimore City, the money behind mass incarceration. Baltimore County covering up for it. That's Judge Bell. If you go to Judge Bell, he wrote a letter. Brack versus Wells says a private citizen got a right to access the grand jury. I want to go to the grand jury about Scott Schellenberger for kidnapping me. That's Commissioner Davis, Melvin Russell, Commissioner Davis, TJ Smith. Yeah, y'all my witnesses. Those are criminal charges against Scott Schellenberger. All right. And that's in 2013. You feel me? 2013. This is our Democratic Party. That's Brooke Learman, Adrian Jones, Jamie Raskin, Steny Hoyer, also Brooks. All right. And this is the letter that I gave them at the taxpayers' night. So Bill Ferguson, Johnny Oleski, let's talk about it. Everything that you got to turn over to Isabella Cummings for an investigation about the money y'all make. That's what Isabella's here for. And so we all on the same page. Let's notarize. All right? Let's notarize. I was making a movie and that ain't against the law about the Democratic Party and the money you make off black bodies. And it's right here. Y'all stole this from me. That's worth $250 million. That's ABC2. And ABC2 had this in 2010. That's Barbara Mikulski. See that? 1402 Lochner. Lisa Madigan. Dick Durbin. Dutch Rupersberger. Attorney General. It's all right here for filming a documentary. And that's Commissioner Belfield. That's Delegate Ray and Senator Ben Cardin. That's Senator Ben Cardin, 2007. That's Malcolm Ruff. No, I don't know who that is. But it says right here, in regards to your documentary, I will not be able to appear. Yeah, the documentary was about our representatives. It was about Mayor Brandon Scott, also Brooks, the money behind mass incarceration. It was about Adrian Jones. It was about Fern Shin. It's about Fox 45. It's about the media and the role the media plays in misinformation. It's about the Baltimore Sun. It's about Jane Miller. You feel me? It's about Jane Miller. So Commissioner Worley, you need to turn over your information as well. Everything that you got. You feel me? That's Governor Blagojevich. If Blagojevich can go to jail, you got a lot of more people that can go to jail. Like I said, that's Rod Blagojevich. That's Commissioner Worley. That's Tom Perez. That's Brian Frosch. That's Al Retmer and Larry Hogan. Like I said, I was insured when I did this. We talk about intellectual property theft. If David Simon can make the movie The Wire, you can't stop me from making the movie Baltimore Rewired, the money behind mass incarceration. That's Tom Perez and President Obama. And that's me, P.O. Box 38. Please allow 30 to 60 days for an investigation. That's President Obama and Kerry Cogwa. And that's Governor O'Malley's right-hand man. He blocked that investigation. Remember that. So like I said, go to Sheriff Cogan. Go to Governor Westmore. Go to the Maryland Black Caucus, Legislative Black Caucus. And go to Trina Sutton from Out for Justice. That's the state's attorney. Don't gamble with your freedom. Y'all been gambling with mine for 20 years.